their Final Four team. Second half, Michael Redd to George Reese, and Reese can do some things. He had 8 points. Buckeyes lead at home, 47-42. But the Irish fight back. Under 2 minutes to play, Jimmy Dillon. Jimmy to Martin Inglesby, who drains the three. He had 14. The Irish up by 2. 30 seconds left. Buckeyes inbound. Redd underneath, misses the layup, and then he fouls. Notre Dame would hit the free throw and lead by 3. Redd 4 of 16 shooting. Buckeyes, they'll come right back. Scooney Penn. Dribble drive. Draws about 300 defenders. Makes the shot, and he's fouled. He had 15. The free throw had died at 57. But under 10 seconds left, David Graves with the ball. Matt Doherty later said this is not how we drew it up. He almost dribbles it away, and as the buzzer goes, it goes in. Graves with 18, none bigger than those two, and the Irish walk into Columbus and upset number 6 Ohio State, 59-57. Maybe Doherty knows what he's talking about. So now 3 of the 4 teams in last season's Final Four have started their season because it was Arizona against K-State. Wildcats abound. First half, tied Arizona D off the turnover. Gilbert Arenas picks it up to Richard Jefferson. Style points. He also had 15 regular points. Arizona up early. 6 seconds left in the half. More style. Jason Gardner off the inbounds. Well, all right, I'm going to shoot. Then it goes in. He had 14. That kind of night for the Wildcats, the Arizona Wildcats, as they go on to win 88-69.
But maybe the other guy. First half, working the boards. Jeremy Killian misses, but there's Althoff. Precise. He's back in the game. Wasn't supposed to play until Thanksgiving or later. Killian misses again. Jeff Johnson gets the board. Trent Whiting launching and hitting a 3. Killian going baseline. Runner not working. Tony Harvey working inside. Utah 11 offensive rebounds in the first half. Second half, Utah getting the first shots to go. There's Althoff, 14 points. The back injury was supposed to keep him out, but he looked okay. Survived a takedown in the game, too. Utah up huge here. Jeff Johnson ripping off the pass. He'll finish. 76-43 is your final. Utah allowed Arkansas State just 6 points in the first.
To Terrence Morris. Terps take the lead, stretch it to 14 at the break. For the second half, here comes San Francisco. Kenyon Jones to freshman Darrell Tucker. That San Francisco treat caps a 16-4 run for the Dons, cuts it to 2, but too much Terrapins. Danny Miller to Morris, Gary Williams go on to win. That's 65 straight non-conference wins at home for Maryland. That's career win number 400 for Williams, as you saw. And Williams was not waxing rhapsodic afterwards. To get the season off with a win is the most important thing, he said. The Terrapins hounded the Dons into 23 turnovers and 41% shooting. Ivy meets Bluegrass, or Penn at Kentucky. Penn hanging tough thanks to Matt Langle. He hits the 3, and then he hits the 2, and then Langle hits the 3. An 8-point Langle run brings Penn within 4 at the half. Now it's a 2-point game, second half. Saul Smith hits the 3. He's the coach's son. I have to say that because we show his mother. And now Penn with the best Michael Jordan still playing. Jordan with the steal, but Tayshaun Prince says, no. Nice clean block, and the Wildcats pull away with an 18-4 run. Prince from the top of the key for 3. He had 9, and who's enjoying this win but Ashley Judd? Oh, yeah. I just took a moment there, Bill. The Cats got a team-high 12 from Marvin Stone, who
troops tonight. NIT, Siena, Notre Dame. Martin Inglesby is going to hit a 3-pointer. Then he's going to be fouled by Corey Osinski of Siena. He was fouled after he hit the 3. That's important. Chance for a 4-point play. He sinks it, but watch. The ref and Inglesby aren't going anywhere. Say there should be another free throw. The ref then explaining to Siena head coach Paul Hewitt he was hit after he made the 3-point shot, so it's a 5-point play, and he sinks it. Part of the Irish going 33 of 39 for the night from the line. Under 10 seconds left in the half. Once again, it's Inglesby. Wide open. Buzzer beater. Notre Dame up 50-41 at the half. Second half, Irish cruising. Dillon, nice pass to Troy Murphy, who throws it home. One of Dillon's 12 assists. The Leprechaun, good night to be wearing those pants. Murphy finished with a game-high 31. Notre Dame cruises. Final score 107-96. Now the bad news, those 9 players went 11 and 16 last year, and Yukon knows they can't afford to look past anyone, said Khalid El-Amin. Quote, now they all count, so we have to play our best, end quote. That was never in doubt against Vermont. First half, Yukon moving the ball around. Khalid, as in solid, drains a 3. At that point, it's 19-2 Yukon. And then why not another 3? El-Amin had 10 points in the first 7 minutes. Vermont coach Tom Brennan saying, who scheduled this? Still first half, Vermont turnover. Oh, scoopage to Kevin Freeman, who had 9. It's 34-9. Later in the first, rookie from the Sudan, Ajo Dang to Elamine, backdoor cut. Elamine 18.5, finished with 28. Yukon wins 89-52. 3 Huskies had at least 4 assists. In other words, they ran the Catamounts right out of Gamble. Auburn leading by 2 when Reggie Sharp looking for Damon Fishback with the putback. Fishback helps Auburn go up 5. He had 10. AB, though, hanging around in the second half. Eric Holmes pulls the Blazers within 6. Holmes had 14. But Auburn, too many weapons. Jay Hurd was not one of them. But Chris Porter was. Air ball turned into a beautiful assist. Porter finishes with 11. Auburn wins 65-59. Mamadou Njai, gosh, it's glad to have him back in the show. In the Swamp on Saturday. Florida came in heavily favored and showed why. Teddy Dupay, great drive to Udonis Haslam, who puts it home. Haslam had 18. All Gators. Matt Klebeck, final seconds of the first, why not? 52-28, Florida at the break. Second half, Gators by 20. Oh, Adrian Crawford bid on the fake, and Dupay hits him with a 3. He had 15, 4 of 7. And then Matt Bonner will miss, but Donnell Harvey won't. He had 12. The Gators jubilant as they cruise 96-61. Folks in Gainesville can only pray the football game goes.
In knit stuff, the Wildcats and Aggies. Michael Wright missing the foul shot. Wright goes after the rebound. And look out, Lou Henson gets bowled over. He's 67, but he's tough. Lou Henson would be just fine. As for the game, New Mexico State keeping it close. Miko Nupala.
Who?
With the hoopala. That's Miko Nupala.
Thank you.
If you're scoring at home. Richard Jefferson for 3, you betcha. He's joyful. Later in the second half, Michael Gardner gets the rebound, goes coast to coast. He's not giving it up. Knocks it down. Gardner given a technical for taunting. Play nice, Mike. 84-60, Arizona wins. They move on to play Notre Dame in the semifinals in New York. Fairfield with the turnover. Freshman Nick Collison with the steal. Ahead to Kenny Gregory. Kenny's got some hops. Jayhawks up 14 at the break. Second half, Jeff Beauchie throws it up. Eric Chenoweth throws it down. Tim O'Toole, avert your eyes, it's not pretty. Kirk Heinrich and Collison working the give and go. The Heinrich maneuver right there. Jayhawks go on to win 97-71, but you already knew that, didn't you? Yep, the Jayhawks win their 27th straight season opener.
Classic, Fran Fraschilla and New Mexico taking on Dayton. Second half, Dayton press it inside. Yunta Holland. Holland, Yunta fallen. Fadeaway gets it to go. Dayton goes up 9, 52-43. Flyers poured on. Mark Ashman double-teamed out to David Morris, which the 3. He led the Flyers with 17. This is happening in the pit, folks. Now New Mexico with the ball. Tony Stanley says that's going to be mine. Steals it and takes it all the way. Dayton goes on a 15-4 run as the Lobos lose a non-conference game at the pit for the first time since December of '94, 70-57. Damian Walker, 18 points, led all scorers in a losing effort. Sanford and St. John's in the other game. Mike Jarvis finds the Red Storm down by 2 at the break, but in the second half, Eric Barkley comes up with a strip, takes it the other way. Barkley finished with 9 points and 5 steals. More St. John's. Reggie Jesse comes up with a loose ball, and it's a Bootsy call. He's looking for Bootsy Thornton with the reverse. He had a game-high 19. Johnny's up 4, but it was way too much Will Daniel. Daniel buries the three-pointer, and then Daniel, proving he's completely all over the place, goes inside. And the Sanford Bulldogs upset number 19, St. John's, 68-60. The Bulldogs
in the second round of the knit. There's Rick in front of 23,000 in Lexington. J.P. Blevins on the break for Tayshaun Prince. Tayshaun is a prince of a guy. 11 points, 7 boards. Marvin Stone finds Jamal McGlure. Knocks down the J. He had 15, 12 in the first half. A few minutes left in the half. Cats by 8. Keith Bogans the steal. Bogans taking it all the way for the bunny. We move along to second half action. Utah playing without Hano Medela. Alex Jensen picking up some slack. He had 10 points. Game tied at 41. The Utes playing the Cats tough in Lexington. Stone double-teamed. Season open. Jules Kamara. He throws it down. Nice pass by the freshman. Cats up by 2. Still up 2.5 minutes left. Tony Harvey driving on Prince. Harvey has feelings of rejection. Same possession. Harvey trying it again. This time he's picked by Saul Smith. Smith takes it the whole way. Little hesitation, knocks that down. Kentucky holds on to win 56-48. The Cats hit just 1 3 all night. Things would improve for Juan. Dixon driving, hitting the pull-up J. Dixon had a large night. jacking up parabolas. 5 of 7 from three-point range. Juan Dixon is doing it again. 25 points. Maryland holds off the Green Wave 78-70. They had to storm back from...
Classic pictures available here. There's Fischilla getting set against the old guys. LeVar Postel, the bank shot not working out. Damian Walker leading the break. Looking for Waylon White. He's tall. White goes for 13 in the game. Later in the game, Eric Barkley finishing the fast break. Little pull-up. That's good. Barkley had 14. Second half action here. Feed game. Postel gets the pass. Little up fake. That's fancy. He had 24. St. John's beating the old coach here, 70-62. So the Red Storm
met up with Arkansas Pine Bluff. Doc Robinson on the break. The no-look to Scott Pullman. The pull-up from 19 feet. 11 assists for Doc. Auburn led 43-16 at halftime. Second half, Chris Porter, your Chris Porter highlight. Porter had 20. Auburn cruises, winning 100-44. The 7th largest margin of victory in school history to 18 games. 7th-ranked Temple faced Miami of Ohio. The Red Hawks of Miami of Ohio. Pepe Sanchez, what a wonderful all-around player he is. 9 points, 10 assists, 7 steals. Later, Mark Karchner in the low post. Oh, the no-look. Temple seemed to clean up every mess when they needed to. Temple wins this one 60-47. Sanchez re-sprained his ankle with 15 seconds